Thank you all for being here today. We appreciate it. This is a great day for us at Wofford. Today we introduce our 23rd football coach in our long, storied history. We conducted a very thorough search, and we found a person that we think brings a complete package to Wofford. Josh has a wide range of experience, but most importantly, he also carries a Wofford DNA. He was here for 3 years, from 2007 to 2009, helping make Wofford get to the playoffs and win a Southern Conference championship. Since he left us, it's been a series of promotions, from defensive coordinator at the Citadel to secondary coach at Tennessee to defensive coordinator at Florida International, and culminating with defensive coordinator at Pitt. While at Pitt, Josh matched wits with the finest offensive minds in the country, beating Miami, beating Clemson, and competing with folks like FSU and other great programs. Josh he combines a lot of maturity, knowledge, experience, wisdom, and most importantly, he gets us. And I don't want to speak for him, I'll let him do that, but during the interview process, the things that he said that I think were powerful was coming back to Wofford, how Coach Ayers and this program made an impression on him. And in that regard, he talked about FCS and how he enjoyed being at this level where you coach and recruit true student athletes. The power of the liberal arts and how Wofford integrates its athletic program into that, those were things that meant and mattered to him, and obviously they resonate with us. The FCS playoffs, we talked about that. We talked about that versus FBS bowl games. And as a competitor, Josh talked about having a chance to play for a national championship. So those are the kinds of things that I think when you look at it, how do you get somebody of Josh's experience and caliber to come back? That's how you do that. And we're thrilled, delighted that he's back with us. We look forward to many years of outstanding success on the field, but most importantly, we can look for continued success in the classroom. And with that, I'd like to introduce, I'm about to leave out the most important part of this. We also like to welcome his wife, Molly, a Spartanburg native. Molly, where are you? There you are. We'd like to welcome his third generation Wofford football player, brother-in-law, Al Clark, who's coming back with us. His father-in-law, second generation Wofford football player, and of course Al's deceased father, Al Sr., who was a longtime teacher and coach at Dorman High School. So we're excited to have the Clarks back with us. It's a good Wofford family, and we're just thrilled to have Josh as our head coach. Josh?
I want to take some time here and just share a few thoughts, with you guys and kind of talk a little bit about this whole experience and what it means, to be back here at Wofford College. And, the first thing for me is when I was approached about the job and had an opportunity to talk to Richard the first time, really was not on my radar. My wife had contacted me and said, hey, Coach Ayers is retiring. I had not thought about it much. And as we went through the process, there's a strong tie to Wofford College and what this place means. And the first thing that I want to start off with is, I'm honored to be sitting here today. I'm humbled to be sitting here today and having the opportunity to be the next, head football coach at Wofford College. With that being said, and I want everybody to hear me on this, and this is really important. It's not about Josh Conklin today. It's not about me becoming the next head football coach. When I look at this institution and I look at the place and I look at what this place stands for, it's about the people. It's about the people that are on the academic side with the staff. It's the athletic staff and the people within these walls. It's about the players and the alumni that have come before. And it's about the people that are also leaving and coming afterwards as well. It's about the coaching staff in all athletic fields. It's about the coaching staff that's put a lot of time and effort to get this program to where it is right now. And the most important, it's about the players. It's about the players in the locker room. That's what it's all about. And when you take all those people have got a certain level of excellence, and there's a standard of excellence in this place within Wofford College. And so when Richard talks about what is the draw to Wofford, that's it. It is a great place with great people, and it's always going to be about the people from the top down. With that being said, you know, there's a couple people that I obviously want to thank. I want to thank President Samhat. I appreciate him and Richard for their leadership and their vision and what they portrayed to me throughout this process. Very straightforward with the expectations. I appreciate that, and I honor that moving forward. You know, I would be remiss not to thank a man that, for me, and this is emotional time for me a little bit, because Mike Ayers was a guy that took a chance on me when I was up at South Dakota State. He didn't know me, as he would say, from Adam's house cat, and he took a chance on me and brought me down here to South Carolina. And he is a great mentor. He is a great friend. He is a guy that I look to as a professional example. And for me, these are big shoes to fill. It's not a role that I take lightly, because he is such an incredible person, and where he has gotten this program needs to be and must be handled in the appropriate way. Some other people I'd like to thank, just the previous head coaches that I've been a part of or been around. Guys like John Stiglmeyer up at South Dakota State. Mike Ayers, obviously, a guy like Ron Turner down at FIU. Derek Dooley at the University of Tennessee. Kevin Higgins at the Citadel. And then lastly, you know, Pat Narduzzi up at the University of Pittsburgh. And I just want to, you know, really thank him for, again, taking a chance on me as a young defensive coordinator going into the ACC. It was an incredible experience. What I took from him is he's an intense individual. He demands excellence in everything you do, and it is 4th and 1 for the ACC championship every day you step in the office. And I will be forever in debt to him. I've learned so much from him as a professional. The last person, and the one that's really in charge, is my wife, Molly. We played Richmond. I think it was in 2007, Richmond Spiders, right out here. I was walking down from the press box right before the game. I met this really good-looking young lady on that hill right over there. Her brother introduced us, and that's where I met her. Met my wife that night, and she has done such an incredible job with all the moves, all the stress, all the things that come with going around the country as a coach's wife. She's handled it with dignity and grace and does a tremendous job with our children, and I really value her. Why Wofford? I'm going to keep this pretty short and keep it pretty sweet. Wofford's the complete package. You talk about academic excellence, and you talk about athletic excellence. It's got everything that you want at this level. And Richard's absolutely right. You know, the one thing that I've always prided myself in as a coach is when you start this spring, and we go through the spring, and we go into fall camp, and we go into the season, we want to continue to get better. And at the FBS level, you either get a bowl game or you're one of the top 4 to go to the playoffs. All right? And here, we got a chance to go win a national championship, play in the playoffs, and really embrace that part of getting better, you know, every single day. We get to go out and recruit, and we get to go target some of the best players, in my opinion, in the country, because they get it. They get it. They understand the importance of an education. And I remember Michael was saying, if you aren't looking for easy, if you're looking for easy, this isn't the place to be. And that's my mold, and I'm cut from the same cloth. This is a special place. The academic rigors, as you guys know, are tremendous. The athletic expectations are tremendous. And that's the type of guy that we want to go out, we want to recruit, we want to target, and we want to put in the walls here at Wofford College. It's a program, and it's an institution that understands itself. I've had the privilege of working here with the Panthers, which is a great organization in the NFL, and I've also had the privilege for the last 3 years. When you walked into our facility, we had the Pittsburgh Panthers on one side, and we had the Pittsburgh Steelers on the other side. One of the best organizations in the world as far as football. And the one thing that I've always been adamant about to understand is those organizations, they get it. They get who they are, they understand who they are, and they understand what they're going to be about from the top down. And when you look at Wofford, it doesn't matter whether it's the academic piece of it or it's the athletic piece of it, they understand who they are, and they understand who they want to be. I'm going to close with this. Wofford football, you know, what we're going to be known for, or what we're going to be about as a program. We're going to define the standard that's already been set every single day. That's what we're going to be about. We want to go to win. We want to go to the playoffs, and we want to win national championships. But more importantly than that is you hear this term a lot called the process. The process is all about understanding when those players come through these doors and we recruit them and we start to take them day by day, all right, they've got a certain amount of potential. I got a chance to meet some of them coming in. They have potential, all right, and when they leave here in 4 or 5 years, we want that potential to be maximized during their time here at Wofford, and that involves all parts. We want them to be great people, we want them to be great students, and we want them to be great athletes and great football players. All right, so as a staff and the guys that we've got in place, we are going to move forward with that mission. And we're going to commit to that process. Every decision that we make is going to be about those young men and their development from day one till the time they leave. The last thing that I want to close with is just the relationship part. Like I said, my wife, my family, we're excited to be here. We're very honored to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting a chance to meet as many people as I can and continue to build the relationships that we formed, you know, between 2007 and 2009. With that, Richard, I'm going to open it up. Is that okay? Open it up to some questions.
So just open it up to questions for me here real quick. Hello?
Anybody? We got one over here.
You're obviously a defensive-minded coach. What are your offensive plans?
Well, we are already in the process of that. Actually, when we get done here, we're going to sit down and we're going to start going to work on, you know, talking to the coaching staff and just kind of see where we're at, see what the vision is as far as where we want to go and what we want to do. I think I'm not going to answer it, get too technical about it, but I think you look at the personnel you have and you look at where we're at currently. They're the experts. The one thing that Coach Ayers did a tremendous job of is he hired great coaches, guys that understand this place, guys that are hardworking guys, and you know, we'll get a chance to sit down and meet with them here shortly.
So by that, it sounds like you're going to keep the staff somewhat intact?
We are going to take a look at everything from top to bottom, yep, and we will see kind of where we're at, and it's going to be coming down to, you know, do they want to stay? Do you want to be here? And we'll just kind of keep moving forward and see how that all plays out. But yes, I think we got a number of guys on this staff that get it and that understand, you know, where they're at and understand this place and are great football coaches. And I say that just in my travels as a coach, people have a lot of respect for what's been done here. Anybody else? All right, appreciate it, guys.